Hello. So it's time to think about installing the old diesel heater. Not entirely sure what I'm doing yet, so it's gonna have to be playing. So got the diesel tank, got all the gubbins inside, got a controller, keyring, exhaust, all inside, and the diesel heater. So let's have a look and see where I can fit that. Make sure you get the right kit. If it ain't, it's joking. lovely. So what I've got to work out is where the fuel pipe comes back in. I've worked out, so obviously it goes out before the exhaust, and then it'll have all the pump and all that outside, and then the filter outside. But I've got to work out where it's going to come back in, so when it connects onto the tank, put it in. Unfortunately, I had to stop filming at this point as I needed Billie's assistance under the van. So we jumped a few stages of install and we finally got it fitted. I won't lie, it was an absolute ball ache. Probably mainly because it was under the seat. Not a lot of room, not accessible. If I had to do one again, I'd probably do it more in the main area, where you got a nice flat floor, nice area to work. But utter ball ache is all I can say. So diesel heater's all purged. So hopefully now, apparently it's just switch it on. Yeah, cool air coming through there, lovely. Okay, so on the table at the far end of the van, it's 19-20 degrees. So let's see what it is in 5 minutes. Still all working well. It's been 5 minutes, so let's go and see what the temperature is then for him. Oh, 29.30, so that's 10 degrees more than it was before we turned the heater on. So happy with that, happy days. Temporary cable ties at the moment and a couple of clips just to check it worked, and then I can go right down. So that's that off now, cooling down. So now it's time for the final important part. Marble white, but life-saving carbon monoxide. Go like that, I think. Recommending, but life-saving. One tip I would give is these little bag clip things. They're really good because the diesel container tank doesn't really have a isolator, so if there was a problem, which we had a bit of a dripping pipe coming from the diesel heater itself. So basically these are brilliant to have just standby. So you have your pipe, you put it in, you lock it off, easy and done, and there you go. And it's squeeze the pipe to stop. It might have the odd little drip because they're not 100%, but it's going to stop majority of any flow you might have. But that is my little tip. I think the diesel eaters or diesel tanks would be better off coming with a isolator of some sort, but they haven't. So, and doing it all on a budget, so you're not going to buy extra things like isolator valves or different tanks and things like that. Do with what we're given. Green pipe, keep to what we got. Okay. Hey.
So if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and hit that bell. And if you have any questions, please leave us a comment. Safe travels.